Thank you, Doug. Next, we have an interesting gentleman. I sat beside him during dinner, and very interesting. He's going to do a great job. Jason Levesque is running for Congress in Maine's 2nd District. He and his wife Tracy live in Auburn with their 3 children, and where Jason owns Argo Marketing, right here in his hometown. A 5th-generation Mainer, Jason grew up in Poland. He returned to Maine after his experience in college in West Virginia, and he told me that was only for a short time, and then the U.S. Army. Jason has spent the past several months campaigning on the issues of spending in Washington and jobs in Maine. Here to let us hear more about him is Jason Levesque.
Yeah, I've never actually given a speech holding a microphone before, so I'm not sure. I'm going to put it right here. If you can't hear me out back, just let me know. First of all, thank you very much for having me here today. It's great to be in the company of friends, neighbors, and I'm sure probably some relatives out there. We just haven't tracked each other down yet. I'm Jason Levesque, and I'm running for the U.S. House of Representatives. First of all, let me tell you this. Maine is my home. Specifically, Androscoggin County is my home. I didn't have to come back here with my wife and start my business and raise my family, but I did. The one thing that my wife and I hope for is that our children can have a better future than we did. Every generation in my family, I'm sure your family as well, we all did a little bit better. We all helped to achieve our own version of the American dream. And I think we all can agree that for the first time in our history, tomorrow is not looking as bright as today. What we need in this state is jobs. We need economic development. We need to make sure that the citizens of Maine's 2nd District can go to work, can earn a good wage, and take care of their families, with the hope that their children, once they're completed school, can come back home and work as well and raise their families here. For too long, our greatest export hasn't been timber, it's been people. They're leaving the state in ever-increasing numbers, and they're not coming back. That's one of the reasons we have the oldest state in the country. It cannot continue. I don't believe we need $1 trillion stimulus program to energize the economy. I don't believe we need to spend trillions of dollars to fix the cost of health care. And I don't believe that we need to actually implement the highest tax on energy in our country's history. That is not the right direction that we need to be going in. What we need to be doing is looking for the answers in ourselves. For all too long, we suppose that the answers come from Washington or even Augusta, but they don't. The answers to our problems are here in this room. They're inside of you. They're here in rooms across the country and across the state. But for too long, our elected officials have not been listening to us. We're a smart people, I know that. I've been campaigning for 9 months. I've heard a lot of people from throughout the state. We have great ideas and we have a great vision. And that vision is what I'm proud of. See, I believe in certain things. I believe we can grow jobs by providing tax cuts to small businesses and reducing regulations. The time for government to get off our backs and out of our wallets is now. We can't fix this problem by spending money. We can't save money by spending money. I was taught that by my mother. I think that's a simple rule. I think we all know that. We can't cut the cost of health care by creating government bureaucracy or having government involved in trying to fix this. We know what we can do. I believe we can cut the cost of health care by implementing real tort reform, by allowing people to buy insurance across state lines. We can actually cut the cost of health care by making sure small businesses are incentivized to provide insurance to their employees. Did you realize that over 60% of all the uninsured people in this country work for small businesses? I own a small business. I've got 40 employees. Every single day I struggle to make sure that I meet payroll and that they're healthy. We can do this, and I believe we can do this. I believe we can move Maine forward, but it's going to take all of us to do it together. I can't do it alone. When I stand up at this podium talking, or the podiums across the state, and eventually in Washington, I need you up here, standing up here with me and supporting me. I need your support, your intelligence, your devotion, your dedication to this country and this state. Because without us, we can't do better, and we can't move Maine forward. I believe in the power of this state. I believe in the power of you. I'm Jason Levesque. I'm a husband, a father, a small business owner. I served my country once in the U.S. Army, and I plan on serving it again, this time in the U.S. House of Representatives, as your next congressman from the great state of Maine. Thank you very much. And real quick, before Gina takes my mic away from me, I have to get on the ballot, of course. Deadline's March 15th. Most of you have signed. If you haven't, grab me and sign up. Just put your name and stuff there, and we'll be good to go. Thank you very much. It's always great to be in Auburn.
I told you he was interesting. He has a sense of humor, too.
Little one.
No, it's good. He told me some jokes about his wife.
Gina, that's between you and I. There might be press in this room. It'll be all over.
No, actually the joke was on him by his wife, so it's interesting. We have a wonderful lady with us tonight. Without this wonderful lady, this county would not exist, and I say this every year, but I truly mean it. She said she stepped back a little bit, but I haven't seen it yet. She's still at it. And she's going to come up here and she's going to hand out some awards, and her name is Rosemary Butler.